The only way to deal with an unfree world is to become so absolutely free that your very existence is an act of rebellion. I would rather live my life as if there is a God and die to find out there isn't, than live as if there isn't and to die to find out that there is. A man without ethics is a wild beast loosed upon this world. Nobody realizes that some people expend tremendous energy merely to be normal. In the depth of winter, I finally learned that there was in me an invincible summer. A guilty conscience needs to confess. A work of art is a confession. Men must live and create. Live to the point of tears. Nothing is more despicable than respect based on fear. Beauty is unbearable, drives us to despair, offering us for a minute the glimpse of an eternity that we should like to stretch out over the whole of time. Blessed are the hearts that can bend, they shall never be broken. Autumn is a second spring when every leaf is a flower. A man's work is nothing but this slow trek to rediscover, through the detours of art, those 2 or 3 great and simple images in whose presence his heart first opened. You cannot create experience. You must undergo it. To be happy, we must not be too concerned with others. The welfare of the people in particular has always been the alibi of tyrants. Freedom is nothing but a chance to be better. Those who lack the courage will always find a philosophy to justify it. Integrity has no need of rules. There is no love of life without despair of life. Truth, like light, blinds. Falsehood, on the contrary, is a beautiful twilight that enhances every object. Those who write clearly have readers, those who write obscurely have commentators. Every act of rebellion expresses a nostalgia for innocence and an appeal to the essence of being. He who despairs of the human condition is a coward, but he who has hope for it is a fool. Man is the only creature that refuses to be what he is. You will never be happy if you continue to search for what happiness consists of. You will never live if you are looking for the meaning of life. All great deeds and all great thoughts have a ridiculous beginning. Great works are often born on a street corner or in a restaurant's revolving door. Without work, all life goes rotten. But when work is soulless, life stifles and dies. The only real progress lies in learning to be wrong all alone. The evil that is in the world almost always comes of ignorance, and good intentions may do as much harm as malevolence if they lack understanding. Real generosity toward the future lies in giving all to the present. It is necessary to fall in love, if only to provide an alibi for all the random despair you are going to feel anyway. Without culture, and the relative freedom it implies, society, even when perfect, is but a jungle. This is why any authentic creation is a gift to the future. Basically, at the very bottom of life, which seduces us all, there is only absurdity, and more absurdity. And maybe that's what gives us our joy for living, because the only thing that can defeat absurdity is lucidity. We continue to shape our personality all our life. If we knew ourselves perfectly, we should die. Alas, after a certain age every man is responsible for his face. The need to be right is the sign of a vulgar mind. The absurd is the essential concept and the first truth. I know of only one duty, and that is to love. Friendship often ends in love, but love in friendship, never. I should like to be able to love my country and still love justice. But what is happiness except the simple harmony between a man and the life he leads? We always deceive ourselves twice about the people we love, first to their advantage, then to their disadvantage. To know oneself, one should assert oneself. As a remedy to life in society, I would suggest the big city. Nowadays, it is the only desert within our means. Some people talk in their sleep. Lecturers talk while other people sleep. No cause justifies the deaths of innocent people. For if there is a sin against life, it consists perhaps not so much in despairing of life as in hoping for another life and in eluding the implacable grandeur of this life. Truth is mysterious, elusive, always to be conquered. Liberty is dangerous, as hard to live with as it is elating. We must march toward these two goals, painfully but resolutely, certain in advance of our failings on so long a road. Charm is a way of getting the answer, yes, without asking a clear question. Don't wait for the last judgment, it takes place every day. Against eternal injustice, man must assert justice, and to protest against the universe of grief, he must create happiness.